Hi everyone, I'm Marco Valentier and I'm part of the QJ team. And today I'm going to do a quick little run through of the QJ application and all the basic stuff you need to know before you get started. So the first thing you want to do when you open up your computer is obviously open your VPN. So here's on my VPN. So now, as you can see, when the lock is green, that means you're connected. So we're going to open up QJ Trader. So QJ Trader login. So you have your user ID and your password. Now right here, we have the latest version installed on this computer, but make sure you always have it when you open up QJ Trader. And then over here, we can see production and simulation. When you're on production mode, you're doing active trades, which means you're really using your money. On simulation, you're not using your money. It's just a simulation, so nothing is real. It's just to get you used to using QJ Trader. So it's really good if you want to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and go on production, enter your password. All right. So another nice thing about QJ, you can have your own layout, so you can place everything where you want it to be. So for example, I want to have my stock in the middle of the screen and then just look at my book where my stock is. And then next to it have, for example, the futures or Bitcoin or something else I want to look at while I'm trading. You can do that. So now that my layout is open, we're going to take a quick look at the screen to understand what we have going on. So over here, we have the main QJ Trader setup. So we have file connection, view tools, settings, and help. So if you want to use your tools that we'll talk about later, they're over here on the top of your screen. File, this is if you want to, for example, load a layout. So a layout, basically, you will have everything set up on your screen and you could save it. So every time you open it back up, you will have everything set up the same way that it was before. So we have two books open over here on my screen. So we have hsuv.ca and aw.ca. So over here, if we take a quick look, right? Let's say I open it and I'm like, I want to buy 100 shares of hsuv.ca. So over here on the bottom in the yellow, we have how many shares I'm going to enter on the bid or the ask. So for example, right now I have 100 select and I have 200, 300 and all those that I can select automatically super quickly. Now, if you want to edit one of those, for example, I want to do 50 shares instead of 100, I can just go ahead on the bottom right here and edit it to 50 and it would automatically save right here as 50. So just to show you guys right here, I'm going to put an order on the bid, but very low so that we make sure that we don't trade with anyone. So I'm going to put 50 shares at $119.40. So let's enter right here, 50 shares. And as you can see on my orders and trades, it is now right here. So let's say I want to quickly cancel all of these and I don't want to go one by one and click every single one of them. I can easily just go here, top left on the bid side and press cancel. And this is going to cancel all of my orders. Same thing on the ask side. I want to cancel this 50 that I have here. Just click cancel and it's off. So another thing that we have on our book is the ticker. So let's click the ticker. So over here, you see every single live trade that is happening on this stock at the second. And so we have right here, for example, at 3:47 and 03 seconds, we had 100 shares that were traded at 100, the price of 119 and 52 cents. And you can even see the buyer and the seller, which broker it is. And you can see on which stock exchange it was happening. So for example, T would be Toronto. Over here, another example, we have OL. So OL is odd lot. So it is any amount of shares that is under 100. So if we look here, you could see it is all multiples of 100. So 200, 700, because we are only looking at those lots of 100. But if I want to see lots of less than 100, I click odd lot and you can see here, size 10, 40, 54, anything under 100 will show up on the odd lot side of things. So we could see again which market it is on. So Toronto Stock Exchange, we could see the ID of the broker, so 19, and the size, so 10 in this case, at a price of $119.53. Same for the ask right next to it. And then we could also go down and see all the levels starting from level 1 right here. All right, next up we have trades. So let's open a stock that I traded, for example, today. So we're going to open FAN. So to open a new book, we're going to double click. So right click on a mouse in this open space right here, and then write the symbol of what stock you want to open. So for this one, I'm going to open FAN. All right. So as you can see, this is my position right now. So I have 700 shares of fan.ca right here. This is the current price, last price it was traded at. So $1.02. And this is the movement throughout the day. So it is down 10 cents today. This is the highest price that it was today, so $1.17, and the lowest price, which is $1.01. Over here, we have the volume of the whole day. So 1,328,000, which is 1,328,000 shares were traded today on this specific stock. And right here, we have which account you're on QJ Trader, the total P&L, so your profit throughout the day, your current. So my current position is 700, as I said. So on this specific stock that I traded today, if I go in trades right here, which is next to the ticker and next to your current orders. So I go in trades. This is going to show me all the trades that I have done today on this specific stock. So for example, at 327.40, I sold, which is in red, 103 times at the price of $1.01. And over here in the notifications, you can also see that happen in live. It also comes with a nice little sound when it happens. So you have the notification when it happens at the exact time that it happened, which market sold right here, how many of what stock, at which price, on which market, and which account. And when it happens in live time, you have a little sound that pops up. Now, another very nice tool on our book on QJ Trader is these little buttons right here. So the cancel one we already saw makes you cancel all the orders that you have in on the buy, the bid, or the sell. Then you have join. So clicking join right here will basically send an order at the exact price of the bid. So right here, for example, it would be $1.06. So it would send 100 shares, which is what I have selected here. Again, you can edit that, and you would basically join the 20,600 quantity of this stock on the bid. Same thing over here, join, you can join them on the ask side. And the next one is lift and hit. So lift would mean that you would hit the $1.06. So for example, this is on the bid, so I would sell 100 shares right here to this exact price. So this is a very quick way of doing it without having to go in and put the exact price, the quantity. So I already have this set up 100. Oh, I want to sell 100 at $1.06. Bang, I just click lift and it would happen right here. And the opposite on the ask, hit. So I would go here and buy at this exact price. On this book right here of aw.ca, another important tool that I can look at right here next to the trades and the size that you're currently using, you have NetH. So NetH, if you click on it, you can basically see all the brokers. So 7, 1, 14 right here, and you can go down the list and you can basically see what their position is for the day. So for example, today, broker 7 bought 2,901 shares and sold 2,593 shares, which means that his net for the day is 308. So this is really interesting if you want to see which market maker is, how the market maker is doing. So for example, broker 9 bought at an average price of $36.06 and then sold at this price right here. Let's say I want to put in an order on fan.ca. Okay. I want to do something more specific than just putting 100 on the bid anywhere here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the price. So let's say I click on this price, it'll pop up a ticket at the exact price and the quantity that I have here. So 106 and the size of 100 on this stock. Now let's say I wanted to open that up on $1.04. I would click on it and it would automatically pop up with my exact size and the exact price. Now let's do this on the ask side. So let's say I want to sell 100 shares at $1.04. So I would click here, bang, 100 shares, $1.04, and I could click sell and it would go right here. So let's do it for $1.07 just to show you guys. So sell and bang, it shows up right here. Now let's say I want to do this again, but a different size. So I'll do the exact same thing. And then over here, I can change the size. So jumps on the right side are jumps of 100, and you can edit this also. And jumps on the left are of 500. Now here for the price, you can also edit this really quickly instead of having to type it all. So on the right side, if I click the ticker up, it's 1 cent, and on the left side, it is 10 cents. So you can edit this really quickly. Let's say I have an order in and I want to change it. So look how quick this is. Let's say I put 100 shares. I want to buy at $1. So I put this in. Now let's say I want to change this. Instead of having to take it off and do take it off, redo it again, edit the price, edit the size. I have it in. I come here in my order section, and then I will double click on this. So double click and it opens you another small ticket. And over here you can edit. So this is a CFO, so change your formal order. So you can change what you had in. So for example, if I say, you know what, I want to buy 100 more. So instead of 100, I'll buy 200. So I click in my order, double click anywhere, and then change my size to 200. So right side, bang 200, and CFO change formal order, bang, and it is in. Now let's say I want to go back and my price is too high. I want to go 2 cents down. So I'll double click this and I'll go right here, -2, and it's going to go from $1 to 98 cents. Now let's say I want to do the opposite. I want to change this and go 1 cent higher, 99 cents. Instead of having to take it off and re-enter it again, I just double click +1 and we're at 99 cents. Let's say, for example, I want to see on the bid, what market are the people on? So for example, let's see here on the ask side, I want to see, well, this 700, 600 that I'm seeing, what markets is it on? So I'm going to go here, click X, and over here you can see we have the sizes and on which market they are. So for example, we have 100 on the Toronto Stock Exchange, and this just gives you a good idea on what markets the people on the bid and ask are. And now if I want to see, okay, I want to see who is over there on the bid and ask. So I'm going to go on B, and it shows you the exact ID. So for example, broker 88, 79, and what their size is. But let's say you have a lot of orders in on different stocks, different books, and you don't have them open and you just want to automatically kill every single order that you have in and just cancel it. So instead of having to open every single little book of every stock and click cancel on both sides, what you're going to be able to do is go on orders and trades, this little window that you have here, and you can kill buy, which will cancel all your orders on the bid, or kill sell, which will cancel all your orders on the ask, or you could even kill all. Let's say, for example, I want to go take a break. I want to take out all the orders that I have on my books. I just click kill all, and it will take off every single order that I have. So now let's say I want to see what my positions are on different stocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here in orders and trades, and I'm going to go in positions. So I click here and I have the exact positions that I have on every stock. So for example, FAN CV, FAN. So for example, FAN, I currently have 700 shares and I have my average market price for the day and my average price. I have my total P&L, which is the profit that I have for the day. So for example, today I'm -73, and this is for every single stock that I have a position in. So you can see this right here. So now, for example, let's say I want to send 100 shares, but not on Toronto Stock Exchange or any other market. I want to send it specifically on the market Omega. So right here, I have a list of all the markets that I can send my order on. So what I'm going to do is it's currently selected on TSX, which is Toronto Stock Exchange. I'm going to go ahead and click on O, which is Omega, and I have clicked that. And now when I send that 100 shares, it will send it right here, as you can see under the M on the Omega market. Now I can also change that when I go ahead and click on the price, and I could choose over here which exchange I want to put it on. But it is much easier to just go ahead and click Alpha, Toronto, Omega, and just put it in straight away. All right, so this sums it up for a little video on the platform QJ Trader. So if you have any questions, comment down below, and thank you for listening.